Hello everyone. In this video we are going to see about constructors method used in inheritance. So I have created two classes, class A and class B. So I will explain one by one. Here you got class A, which has two data members, roll number and then name of string data type. And then I have a constructor that is of with the parameter. So we call it as parameterized constructor, where you got two local variables r and n, which will initialize the data members roll number and name. And then finally we have got a display method which will display the roll number and name of the class. Now I am compiling this, no syntax errors, close. Now we are going to class B. So in class B, you can see class B extends from class A. You got three data members, mark 1, mark 2 and mark 3. Here you got a parameterized constructor for class B, which has three local variables, integer m, integer m1, m2 and m3, and which initializes the data members mark 1, mark 2 and mark 3. And finally you have a display method which will display the marks of these data members, and then also the total which has been calculated here. So I am going to compile this program. Now what happened here is it is not showing it is successful. There is some error in this. So I will show you what is that. So here you can see constructor class A is not invoked because in inheritance constructor are not inherited by itself. So you have to initialize, or you have to call that constructor by providing some values. So it requires an integer and a string, but it did not find any argument. That is the error here. So what you have to do is to solve this problem, you have to call class A constructor from here. Okay. So for calling class A constructor, it needs two arguments. That is two parameters. One is for roll number, another one is for string. So that you have to provide through this class B. So I am giving integer r and then string n, that is for name. Now here you got 5 arguments, okay, 5 parameters. You used only 3 here. The first 2 is for the superclass constructor. So how to call superclass constructor is just use the keywords super and just pass the local variable r and n to that. So now what happens is it will invoke superclass constructor with these two parameters which will match that, and then it will execute the constructor there. And also you add a display method. Okay, to invoke the display method, we already seen in the previous video, you have to use super dot display, because subclass method also has the same data, that is member method display. So there will be a conflict. So here what you are doing is you are calling superclass display. So it will display the roll number and name first, and then it will display the remaining data, that is mark 1, mark 2 and mark 3, and also the total. Okay, to execute this we will create an main function. So you already you can see a main function here. I am creating a object for class B. Here these are the values given to invoke class B constructor. You can see this class B constructor has 5 parameters. So you have to pass on 5 arguments. So first will be roll number, name, and mark 1, mark 2 and mark 3. So here you can see r for roll number, n for name, m1, m2 and m3 are the marks. So this will match these data. So it will be stored here. Okay. After which it will call superclass method and pass this superclass constructor and pass r and n value. Then it will execute the constructor. After that it will initialize these values, okay, with m1 and m2 and m3. And here then you are going to go to the next statement, that is ob.display. So this will call this display method. So in this display method, first line is super.display. So it automatically calls the display method of superclass, which will print the roll number and name in that superclass, and then in remaining data will be print from this class. So this is how it works. So we will test this by compiling it. So now you don't have any syntax errors. So close it. Now right click and click on void main. Click OK. Now you can see roll number that is given and the name which is being displayed from the display method of class A, and the remaining are from class B, and there are also you can see the total. So this is how you can pass the values parameters through constructors from subclass to the superclass and execute both the class members. Okay, hope you understood this video. You can try out this program yourself and see, and you can see that this type of questions will be coming in your ISC board exams, so you can prepare. This is a model program for you. You can prepare from this. Thank you.